Hey folks, it's Eddie G, DM Fumble, and this is Fumbling Around. Today I want to make an update to a story I've covered in the past. You may recall I mentioned last year that Lego and D&D have partnered up to develop and release an official Lego set. Check out my playlist here for those past videos. I had originally recorded a different video for today with information on this set, the release date, the costs, etc., but without any images of that set. Then today, I came across a possible leaked image of what this set might look like. So I had to throw out that video and make a whole new one for you guys. I'm going to show the leaked image later, but here's the official information we know for sure. First, it's going to be Lego set number 21348. Sometimes the set numbers mean things, especially if they release a bunch of related sets around a common theme, but in this case, a number is just a number. Second, the set is scheduled to be released April, probably April 1st. Lego usually releases new sets at the beginning of the month, unless there's a very specific reason, like a new Star Wars set on May the 4th, or a holiday set on Black Friday. Lastly, the set is going to cost $360. Now that set is going to include 3,745 pieces. Most AFOLs, adult fans of Lego, I'm DM Fumble and I'm also an AFOL, most AFOLs determine the value of a set based on its cost to piece ratio, and this set comes in at about 9.5 cents a piece. This is considered a good value for a set and a great value for a licensed set. Their other licenses like Star Wars and Harry Potter are always more expensive in comparison to other sets of similar piece counts because the license fee has to be factored into the cost of each set. So that's the official information we know. Here's some additional information to keep in mind. That piece count of 3,745 is about 1,000 pieces more than the approved user submission. Lego always makes changes to user submissions, and in this case, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they add. And we'll see some of that later in this video when I dissect a blurry image of what that set might look like. While getting ready for this video, I recalled that back in 2014, Hasbro, through its Lego-like brick brand Kre-o, released D&D branded minifigs and a few sets. Kre-o quality has never been up to Lego standards, and the release was a mess. The minifigs would fall apart easily. Everything came with battle cards, but to this day, no one has ever seen rules on how to actually use those cards in a game. I think there were 3 waves of minifigs, but by the time the 3rd wave was released, my local toy store stopped carrying them, and honestly, I stopped caring. I wrote up my review on my old blog, and I'll drop a link below if anyone wants to see what they looked like. Last thing I want to mention is that there have been a few new castle sets in the last couple of years, including a huge castle and a new town square. Both of these could help fill out a little medieval area if you're interested. That also means that those same castle fans will be looking at this set to fill out their collections. I expect demand for this set will be high, and I'm certainly considering making this a day one purchase. If you're interested, you might want to do the same. Now let's look at that leaked image. Hey folks, enjoying all this Lego D&D info? If so, consider hitting the like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it is greatly appreciated. Now, back to the show. Before we look at the image, it should be noted that we will be seeing some better images shortly, maybe by the end of the month or early March. Lego has a group of people called the LAN, the Lego Ambassador Network. These are a group of sanctioned Lego influencers. Yeah, that's a thing. And these folks will have early access to images and in most cases the actual set, so they can create their own content, speed builds, in-depth reviews, etc. And these will all be flooding YouTube around the date of that product release. Now let's get to the image. As I mentioned, this is a low-res image, but I think I see some really interesting things going on here. Here's a few of the key ones I noticed. First, the dragon. In addition to being red instead of green, will have cloth wings instead of the brick-built ones in the original design. Based on the popularity of Thembershard from Honor Among Thieves and it breathing fire, this makes sense. I wonder if there will be some flapping mechanism built into it. Lego has been great for doing this kind of thing over the last few years, so it wouldn't surprise me to see this in this set. Next is in the doorway is what looks like a dragonborn. Lego's had that green dragon headpiece for years, which they also make in red. In fact, I used one for a D&D character back in the day. And it also looks like he's carrying a lute, so he's clearly the bard of this group. Front and center is something with 4 legs and claws. Maybe a griffin that the minifig in front is about to ride, or one of the other heroes as they go in the battle with the red dragon. Modern Lego sets always build story vignettes into their sets, and this just might be one. Lego did make a Buckbeak figure, the griffin from Harry Potter, but that was mostly a solid piece, and this looks to be a fully brick-built version. The original submission had a beholder, but this one looks a little bit more like everyone's favorite beholder, Xanathar. In the cave here, look like little mushroom people, or shriekers, as we know them in D&D. Lastly, because of the quality, I can't be sure, but I think that's a displacer beast on the castle wall. The tentacles and the color black are the only clues I'm using to base this on. Most of these seem to be new additions to the set, and we can clearly start to see where that extra 800 or so pieces are being used in this new version. When better res pics come out, I'll post another update, but until then, this is all the info we have on the new Lego D&D set. Is this something you're interested in? Will this be a day one purchase for you, or is that $360 price tag a bit too steep? Let me know in the comments below. Cheers. Until next time.